Hickok 45. We're going to take a look at the new Ruger LCP custom model. It's supposed to have a little bit better trigger and everything, so we're going to shoot it and see what we think about it. Okay, so let's dig it out, take it off safe, and try it out. I think there's some desperados behind me here that need to be shot at. I really do. So we'll get the safety off quickly as we can here and see what we can do. All right. There we go. Got some ammo here. Yeah. All right. Got him. There's a cowboy over there. Yeah. Not bad. Okay. All veer towards the right, but I won't complain because, like, after all, this is an LCP. And if you know anything about the LCP, historically, it is not an easy pistol to shoot, especially at any distance, all right? And that's why I was anxious to try this one. This is one I purchased, actually, at Elks Outdoors here in Pleasant View. And I'm pleasantly surprised by the trigger. I really am. And it just easier to shoot. If you were not familiar with it, that's why I wanted to show it to you. It just comes with one mag, that's all I have. I couldn't find my old one. I think I sold it to somebody for $100 or something. I'm sure I dug around the safes, to tell you the truth. But that tells you what my opinion was of the old one. It's just so much more difficult to shoot well. There's so many little 380s that I put above it, all right? So Ruger, a little bit late, but they finally figured out, with lots of input from all of us, right? All of you, everybody in the shooting world, that they needed to fix the triggers, improve the triggers on the LC9 and on the LCP. And they did. So, pretty cool. Let's load this magazine, okay? Off this time, okay? Let's put one in the chamber. It's hot now. Should I put the safety back on? Where's the safety? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we believe in safety around here, so let's be sure you keep that on your firearm if you're carrying it in your pocket. Okay. All right. Now, the difference is you also have some sights on this one. So I can actually put the sights on that 2-liter and hit it. Or that one and miss it. Or the other, oh, that cowboy's been, how about that coffin down there? Yeah, that's right where I was holding. Right center. I could not do that with the other LCP, I guarantee you. I might be able to hit this 2-liter right here. Possibly, possibly. Or that red plate, possibly. But not, you know, center of the hits. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but on that coffin, that big tombstone, and on that, I was trying to hold in the middle, and that's where they went. And I'm just amazed. I am, because this gun is so small, so light, my hand is so big, and that's what made the other one so hard to shoot well. But you don't have to go through all kinds of contortions with this one, okay? I'm not selling these, but I just want to let you all know primarily that this gun's been around a while. I mean, they sold, I guess, millions of the things, which is great because they're very light, they're not very expensive. Even this one, I think, is around $3 1/4 or something like that with the upgrades. And, you know, they work. I don't know that I've ever read much or from anybody complaining about the reliability on them, really. It's just that the long trigger pull on the others was hard to shoot. Well, now, let me show you the trigger. See, it's a bigger trigger. I'm not sure why they put the red and all that fancy configuration, but when you pull, it breaks like right there. You know, where the other one broke way back here and it was a long trigger pull. This one it's nice. I could carry this thing. And I never thought I'd say that about an LCP. Really, I didn't. It's very shootable. It has better sights. You got a real nice looking sight on front and the rear. You got the phosphorescent on the front one, and you can adjust you can adjust the rear one here. And let's see, that's one of the upgrades. The trigger is the main thing, and they put a steel guide rod in these, in the custom model. You can see it's a polished steel guide rod, actually. And I don't know if they're having trouble with the other ones or not. I know a lot of people just don't like polymer guide rods, even though I have never had trouble with one. but some people like a steel guide rod. And those are the upgrades on it. And just to make you aware, if you were not, that the little LCP is a better gun now and much more shootable. And as always, it's still a really small, lightweight firearm. You know, there aren't many 380s that are, if any, smaller and lighter than this thing. It's almost like not having a firearm. And there's some 380 ammo that's good stuff. Now, I haven't tried hollow points in it yet. I just grabbed a couple here. I don't think I have any federal hollow points in 380. I just grabbed some random stuff here. Like you might be carrying some of this. This is good stuff. This Dynamic Research Technologies, I think. I'll put a few of those through it just to see if it'll feed them. Like I say, I've never really carried it, an LCP, but I know a lot of people do because it is so convenient. So convenient. If you ever fire this one, if you got the old one, like especially the first few years it was out, you will you will definitely want to trade. I'm gonna, well, I'll shoot that. Just take a shot here. I'm gonna try one of the limbs on the tree. Now it's not gonna move it, but I just want to see if I can hit one of them. Yeah. Cool. I would have been afraid to try that with the other model. So again, this is mostly for you guys, and I was impressed. I pulled the trigger on one somewhere. I thought, whoa, that's pretty cool. That might be an option. I like the little Glock 42. Yeah, the 42 a lot. This trigger on this gun, though, it makes it at least comparable to the Glock 42. I guess right now those would be my two favorite. The Car P380, is in there too. But other than that one, this one and the Glock 42 would be my favorite, I think 380s, because they got good triggers and you can hit with them, And again, they're only designed for up close and dirty. Like really, like here that stump, if you can hit, that's the main thing. But as you can, what we all do? I know you're asking me right now. Somebody out there is screaming, "Shoot the gong, you big dummy." See if it'll really shoot. I might not be able to hit the gong after all this tracking, but definitely is much more shootable. So if you're a Ruger person and you like the LCP a lot, or you want to like it, but you have trouble hitting anything with it, you will like the trigger. You might not like the color of the trigger, but you'll like the trigger. You know what I should do? I should put an extra round in probably, but surely I can come close. All right. Got to hit the gong before we call it a day. Well, I wonder how much drop we'll have. Let's just see if we can tell where it's missing. Let's go to the house. Well, let's try to hit it again. Now you're saying that was a fluke. Well, see if I can remember where I was holding. Well, I don't know. I thought I was holding the same place, but we'll try a couple more times while we're gabbing, and then we'll wrap up. It's a good trigger. Just don't try to hit a mouse at 80 yards, maybe. All right, let's get a good clean break. And if we miss, let's miss for a reason. There we go. I think I tend to pull it to the right when I'm shooting with two hands, so I got to watch that. Oh well, we got it again. Because when I was shooting that cowboy, you start out with all the hits are right there in a row on the right side of it. But anyway, nice little gun. It's one you could enjoy. I think now you could. And that's again main reason. I'd liked it enough that I purchased it, and I plan to keep it. This one I won't let get away because it's an option. If you're in an area where you carry, you're always looking for that ideal carry gun, or maybe two or three, depending on what you're wearing, that maybe fit your attire. And sometimes you just need something as small and as light as you possibly can find. And you want something that is small and light, but that you can shoot. You know, so you want all that stuff. So whenever you find something like that, it's pretty special. Whoever makes it. You know, I think of the Car P380. I think of this now. I think of the Glock 42. Those are three really light, smallish guns. The Glock a little bit bigger, but usually not a problem. It's not that big. And if you need to go down to that small, all three of those firearms, I'm very comfortable with being able to hit with them. And the same for the 9mm pocket guns. I've got 2 or 3 favorites, whether it's a PM9, a Glock 43, what else, the LC9S, you know. So you have those special guns, and sometimes one works a little bit better than the other for a specific application or size pocket or however you're carrying it, okay? And I know you folks that don't carry or can't carry, you know, this might be a little tedious for you, but most of the folks in this country are able to carry, you know, if they really want to go through the process. And of course, a lot of people carry, they don't go through the process, right? The outlaws. But we law-abiding people, we go through the process, and there's millions and millions and millions of us. And so it is really important to us, and a lot of you all as viewers. So that's why we address this. This is a nice little option now, okay? You may not like it, you may hate these things, I don't know, but I find it now pretty shootable. So I just wanted to point that out to you. I would not have purchased one if I didn't think that. So the LCP now is a pretty good gun, whereas before it was just so-so, in my opinion. Life is good. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. SDI has fully accredited distance learning programs where you can get certified in gunsmithing or even an associate's degree in firearms technology. Of course, the study includes hands-on experience, which is important, of course. So check it out. Go to sdi.edu or just click on the link in the description. Okay. And also, we'd like to remind you to check out the Hickok 45 Facebook page and the Hickok 45 and Son channel and its Facebook page, as well as Gun Culture Radio on iTunes. Now remember all this, because I'm coming to your house randomly over the next year or two to give you a quiz on it, okay? Thank you.